everyone. Welcome to week 5. For those of you who asked about how my race went this weekend, well, I included a couple of pictures for you. Unfortunately, I had a little spill during the race. At about mile 4, I was on a dirt road with some rocks and tripped and did a little damage to my hands and knees and my elbow, but I did finish the race, so that was fine. I'm a little sore today, but it was a great experience nonetheless. So thanks for those of you who asked about it, and I know we have a lot of runners in the class, so if you ever get a chance, love to have you over here in Ethiopia to run a half marathon with me. This week, we're in week 5, and the readings this week I think are really interesting. We have some great topics. You'll see Lowney writing about ingenuity and what hinders that, as well as what promotes ingenuity. And I think this is a good week to consider how you respond to change. In the Haslam book, they'll be talking about in-group champions and just even considering how does one promote change when you're supposed to be the one who is promoting the group's values primarily. So it's really interesting to think about. The prompt for the first discussion question this week is on self-deception, and this is something that it's hard to know if you're deceived, and sometimes it takes other people to be involved in that process. I don't know how many of you have spent much time studying psychology, but there's a quadrant called the Johari window, and it's a really interesting thing. But they have a section called the blind spot, which is things that other people know about you that you do not know about yourself. And of course, none of us want there to be things other people know about us that we don't realize about ourselves, but almost always there are. And this is why it's so necessary to have community and have team, and to work from that approach of we all have different strengths that we bring to the table, and really to have people who are honest with us that will help us understand what some of our weaknesses are. I wanted to read a quote to you. This is an author that I happen to like. His name's Dan Allender. He's a Christian counselor, but he writes about leadership in a book called Leading with a Limp, and he writes, "The more a leader hides, the more isolated he or she becomes, and the less information, feedback, wisdom, and true participation he will gain for the best possible decision making. Further, the more a leader hides, the more he is cut off from others in the organization, and the more he will need to manipulate others to maintain control." So I think about that quote in terms of the Haslam chapter on in-group champions, and just really that hiding as a leader helps. All it serves to do is to make us more deceived. And so just some things to think about this week. I hope that last week was helpful for you with the APA comments that I made, and I'm hoping that everybody is making great strides in that this week. And please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Have a great week.